No misplay commander. If you misplay, you lose a life. If you miss a trigger, you lose a life. If you miss your ex-girlfriend, you should really get over it by now, but you also lose a life. Whether you came here from my TikToks, from the YouTube shorts, or the giveaway, if I don't end up doing giveaway, then I guess you didn't come here from that. Either way, we're just gonna jump straight into it. Introductions, go.
Hi, my name's Phil. I'm playing.
They see what you're playing next?
I'm Jerome.
I like it.
What's up? I'm Tony T.
There you go. Couple of house rules, I guess, before we really get into it. First thing is, I guess I should have told you guys this before you kept your starting hands. You cannot play Soul Ring before turn 3. Turn 3, it's fine. Before,
What's a Soul Ring?
Yeah, exactly. Worst card in the game. This is just for the audience. It's not because I don't like Soul Ring. It's because I know the audience would hate to see Soul Ring more than
for the
more than 2-1. The winner of today's game gets to choose the discount code for Jank Mats. Thanks for sponsoring this video. All these beautiful mats. Hindsight, I'll get an image of all the mats without the cards after, but they sponsored this video. Thank you very much for doing that. You can pick up mats, use my affiliate link. I get a little bit of money. I like that. Or actually, if you just use the discount code, I also get money. A little bit less because you're using the discount code, but I ain't gonna judge. And lastly, it's time to decide who goes first.
Jerome, pick a number 1 through
27.
Okay.
Cut out
pick
all
a number
that silence.
1 through 25.
I thought you said it was 248.
13.
13.
Oh, you number 13.
Alright. Whoever has the most siblings /
Oh,
pets.
dude. Skin tone check. Skin tone check.
Yes, that's fair.
I've got 1 sibling and 1 pet.
I'm Catholic, but
I have about 6 siblings, maybe 8. I lose track. Found out I had a half sister just like last year. Crazy. So I guess I'm going first.
2 pets.
I got 1 brother and 3 dogs.
Here we go.
You win.
That's all you, baby.
All right, let's get into it. We're gonna start off with the flooded strands. Pass. I'm just gonna stack it now, not to be annoying.
All right, I'll take my turn if that's all right. I'll draw a card. I will play a polluted Delta. Crack it and pass.
I'll draw, play a Myriad Landscape, pass.
Ooh, casual.
Oh yeah.
I'll play
It's kind of funny, and this is why I hate, like, sometimes when you watch, I mean, I guess I don't know how long it's going to take to get into this video, but sometimes when you watch a Commander video, it's like 8 minutes before they get into it, and they're just going to be like, so, here's my Commander.
They see what you're playing.
Yeah. It's like, I don't understand why, so it'll be like, I'm playing Veto. Whenever I gain life, someone loses that much life. So the point of the deck is that I want to gain life, and then make everyone lose life.
If I gotta explain all that, you came to the wrong channel.
Exactly. On tap, draw. We're gonna hit it with a Mystic Gate.
Your stuff's upside down, Zach.
Tap 2. It does not count. For Stenn, then I will pass.
Oh, where do you shoot?
Enchant. Okay, so I'm gonna lose a life because I missed the ETB trigger. I'm gonna choose enchantments. They will cost 1 less.
Do you lose life for second that lane?
So
Ooh.
this is crazy. This is not gonna be a good game for me.
I like the way
It's
that's
last
going.
turn.
I will untap.
You guys were complaining about the 50-minute timer. We're gonna have to extend this video.
You'll
somehow.
probably be out in 10 minutes.
Island is land for turn. Pay 2 for a Lord of the Unreal. Illusion creatures I control get +1/+1 and have hexproof. And I'll pass turn.
I like that.
I'll play a Nimbus Maze for turn and pass.
Cannot tap for any color right now.
Nope, it's a colorless land.
W. I will play
I hope
a
you just play all colorless lands the entire game.
There are like 5 or 6 of them in here.
I'm out to go infinite with
I'll tap 2
tits.
for an Ethereum Sculptor.
Oh, Jazzy Displacer.
Pass.
On tap, upkeep draw. I play a plains. Here, I'm gonna tap 2 for a wave break hippocamp whenever I cast the first creature. During almost turn, you guys know what it is. So I tap my mana wrong. We're gonna lose a life. Takebacks are also just a life for this video. So if tap 4, this could be, they could all be blues, it really doesn't matter. So then with one last blue, I'll play a Confounding Conundrum. ETBs, draw a card. And if you guys don't know what it does, if you guys have a second land enter, no you don't.
So I actually don't know what that card does. The Wave Break, Hippocampus.
Oh, whenever I cast my first spell during anyone's turn, I draw a card.
Okay.
It's just Hippocamp, not Hippocampus.
Oh, okay.
I'll pass.
Yeah, I definitely don't know what that does.
I'll untap.
Hippocampus, that's what we call NIU.
Draw. I will.
Husky Pride.
Husky Pride.
Sounds messed up.
I've never been there.
Play it. Urza's Power Plant.
Hey, that's right though.
Husky
Tap
Pride.
3 for Omo. If that's okay, on ETB,
More like, oh no.
I will get.
Thought you were going
counter on
very
one
different
target
with that.
land, 1 target creature. So I'll put 1 on her, and I will put 1 on this little island here. These D6s will represent my everything counters. We'll go to punchies if that's okay, and Jerome will give you a little tap for 2.
I'll take 2.
And
for
pass
2.
turn.
So that everything counter counts for both of the necessary Urza parts,
Yes,
right?
sir. So I do
Oh,
have
dang.
Tron active now.
Does have Tron.
Oh,
So I'm now realizing how bad this is for your Mirrored Landscape, which is kind of humorous.
it's unfortunate. I'll tap
You want
3.
to sack it?
Not right now. For a Soul Herder. And then I'll pass the turn.
I'll play a Glimmer Void. I'll tap 2 for Akiri Line Sling.
I don't know if I drew a card for Confounding Conundrum Cutting
Oh.
yet, but I don't want to lose a life. So
I saw
I'll
you
say,
drawing a card unless you were unrelated
I
drawing
think
a card.
I think you did draw a card.
Let's go.
I'll tap 1 for Swiftly Loose. I'm not gonna equip it though. What's my move?
Untap. Draw. Ooh, I do like that actually. We'll play an island. I will tap 4 white, white, blue for a Mesa Enchantress. Whenever I cast an enchantment spell, let me draw a card. Tap for a white for an authority of the consoles. Creatures enter tapped. Whenever a creature enters, I gain a life. I'll pass.
Ooh, perfect.
Ironically enough, if I forget to gain a life, I'll lose a life.
I'll draw for turn. I will tap or play a Rejuvenating Springs as land for turn. I will tap that for 2 colorless mana, and with 1 colorless floating. So for 1 and a blue, I will cast this Aven Courier. Whenever it attacks, choose counter on permanent I control, and then if that doesn't have a counter of that type, I can put that on it. So I have 1 colorless floating, and with a green, I will cast a Harabaz Druid. I can tap to add X mana of any one color to my mana pool, or X is the number of allies I control. If that's okay, I would like to go to combat.
The hardest part is that Omo can be so confusing that I will not know if you fuck up at all.
Yeah, I got faith. I'm starting to learn how to pilot it, but I'm still learning.
We'll have the comments just tell us all the
Tear
life you
me up,
lost.
baby. Tear me up. If it's okay to go to swings, do you have any blockers, Phil?
I do. I have a 2/3 first strike and a 1/2.
3 first strike and a 1. You have a lot of blockers, so.
So did you gain either life on either of those entering?
Ooh.
So we're gonna lose too.
And also
but
both of those enter
guess
tapped.
I guess I will still gain the luck because I still get the triggers even if I missed them. But I'm not gaining.
I will
anymore.
say I missed the triggers of them entering tap, so I think I should lose.
You were sitting on that the whole
I
time.
think I should
you
lose
were
a couple
sitting
life.
on that.
I was waiting.
If it's okay to go to combat, I will swing 2/2 at you, Jay, and a 2/6 at you. On attack, I have a trigger where I will put an everything counter over here and an everything counter. I might need another D6 if anyone has one.
Got spin downs over here.
Down here. So these dice represent my everything counters. So this will actually be a 3/3 coming at you, and you have a 2/6 coming at you.
Just a 2/6.
Just a
That's
2/6.
I'll take 3.
I'll block it with a 0 or a 2/3.
Dylan, I want you to cut to when these triggers were happening and just show Jeremiah's face with the X-Files music and then black and white because I feel like his face is just over there fucking stroking his chin.
Chomping at the
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
I was ready.
Okay. So we'll go to damage, and then second main phase. I have no other effects. So I pass turn.
Draw a card. Island per turn. I'll tap 4 to cast my commander. He'll enter tapped. On the end of my turn, using Soul Herder's triggered ability, I will blink Brago. He'll enter tapped again, but I'll get a 1/1 counter on Soul Herder.
You will.
And with that, I pass.
I'll play a Treasure Vault for turn. I will tap 4. And
Is that for what?
I'm gonna.
We like to have fun here.
Bunch of kidders.
I'll play 1,000 Moon Smithy. When it enters, I get a gnome with power toughness equal to the number of artifacts I control. I'll use the other one.
Though I can't help but notice.
That's
Nothing
what I
at all.
thought. Yeah, I figured.
I thought this was blind obedience that artifacts came to
Yeah,
tap.
you thought. I
I
know you
thought-
were looking over here too.
But I did not. I did not proclaim anything.
Oh, then
My life total stays.
equip.
Can I
Akiri
steal some
with
D6
Texture
from you?
Paste.
Oh, go ahead. Steal as much as you want. Because technically it's not stealing if I let you have it.
The other part of this card, being in pre-combat mid phase, I can tap 5 untap artifacts to transform it. I forgot what transforms into. Hooray! And then I'm gonna swing my commander.
We're cool.
I'm gonna
Haven't even milled anyone yet.
yet.
Actually, I wanted to keep that a surprise because there's a non-zero chance I don't end up milling anyone this game, and I want people to just be like, "What the fuck was the point of his deck?"
You have the most life, Sean, so I will go.
I do not.
Of my opponents.
Should we count incorrect, just flat
No.
incorrect statements
What
as
I
loss of
said
life?
wasn't blind. I'll go at you. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
Is it trample?
It is not.
Okay, I'm gonna take it anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's 5 commander damage.
That's 5 commander damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then I'll pass my
I
turn.
don't like that. We're gonna untap.
Scared.
Upkeep draw. I will tap for 2 like this. I can have this mana however I please. And I will cast as foretold. Then I will draw a card for Mason Enchantress. Forgot I had her out.
It's a May ability though, so you can't really tell if when you miss that trigger.
That is true. I'll play an Enganjo. Ooh, this would really screw over Tony. And that is the name of the game. So we're gonna
that's what
tap
we
for
love.
3 for a Dreamtide. Creatures do not untap during controller's untap phase. Each non-green creature's controller may pay an additional 2 mana during his or her upkeep to untap that creature.
So I would have to pay 2 mana to untap Brago.
Untap Brago.
But if it's a green creature, it just doesn't untap no matter what.
Yeah,
Ooh.
really weird card. But I like
Not
it.
very cool.
Then I will draw a card and gain a life. I'll pass to you.
Wow, that was not very cool. And that's an upkeep thing, right?
Yep.
Or during an untap.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
during untap.
Ooh.
So guys, this is a mill deck with mild stacks pieces. I have drawn into my stacks
You're
pieces.
stacked up. I
Have
love
not drawn into a mill effect.
Creatures also enter tapped, so
So yeah, I noticed that as well.
Yeah, that's extra bad for me. I guess maybe we'll untap this Avon Courier paying 2 mana. I don't know if that's the play, but that's what we're going to try to do. Alright, so I will go to upkeep and then draw. Is that cool?
Go right ahead.
I will...
Your commander just has vigilance, so you're big chillin'.
play a Basilisk Gate as land for
Look
turn.
at his face. Dylan, go back in time and zoom in on his upset face.
And then tap for 3 mana to cast an Uro Titan.
It's pretty
not-
good.
Not that good with all your stacks out there.
A little bit less.
He's
We'll
tapped.
enter tap,
If
and we'll
he's
get our
alright, I will have an ETB trigger of drawing a card. I will draw that card. I will decline to put a land down.
Ooh, feels bad.
And then I will
For you.
sacrifice.
Confounding Conundrum would stop him.
Yes, that is one.
Good point.
And then I think I will just leave a blocker back and go skip through phases, go to combat, second main phase, and so.
I like this. Nice unfair magic.
Yep, I will not pay to untap Brago. Right now.
No.
Not right now.
I like it.
I'll play an island. I'll then tap 5.
Do you still have that one board wipe all enchantments and artifacts board wipe in there?
Probably
I hope-
not, but there is a farewell.
I hope you
I will
should
tap
we tap
5
for?
for Lavinia of the 10th.
Ooh, gross.
When it enters the battlefield,
That's
it'll
pretty cool.
detain each non-land permanent with CMC 4 or less.
And I will gain a life.
That's only until my next turn, don't worry.
Oh,
I'll go to end step. I'll go to end step and, well, I'll just blink it. Do it again and get another counter on Soul Herder. With that, I will pass.
do those stack?
No,
No.
they do not. Not like, what's its tits? That
So-
combat one.
Stonehorn Dignitary.
So they
Or
can't
dignitary.
attack
They can't attack or tap or activate
tap
activated abilities.
Yeah.
4 or less.
4 or less.
That gets around hexproof.
That-
yeah.
So
I like how I played stacks pieces and then you just like finished off the rest of.
He's like, let me
yeah.
show ya.
Yeah, exactly.
play it. Tap for 4.
This Dreamtide should have a cumulative upkeep cost. Like, I feel like that's too good. I guess it is.
It's a pretty gross card.
It's a very good card.
I guess it's
Tap
just
4
4.
for
It is
Alibu.
4 though.
Ancient Witness.
Right.
I tap upkeep
That's what I was thinking.
before I draw my card. I will
Oh,
put
these
a counter
no,
on
what's her name?
as foretold. We're gonna play an island. I will tap for 3 for a Moonbless Cleric. When it ETBs, I may search my library for enchantment, reveal it, and put it on top.
I'll
I'm
let
gonna
you.
blink Lavinia the 10th again.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
none of
ask
these
if you
things
don't
on
want me to.
I was just gonna swing a charm for like a lot of damage.
I'd be okay with
I
that.
like that.
Or maybe not.
So let's see what I grab. I feel like I should grab a mill piece because that's like what my deck likes to do. But I need to draw a card, so we're gonna find me a Ristic Study. Then you're all good to go. Why'd you swing me for a lot though?
Because you're...
Kind of.
Alright. So
I didn't
I'll
shut
go
down
to
your board
my
like at
tap.
all.
I probably will not.
I guess that's
pay-
true.
Well, maybe I'll play Dark Depths as land per turn, and it will ETB with 10 ice counters on it.
Very dark.
Pretty dark.
Now you have a
Very
mana
good
sink at least if you can't do anything.
Can't do anything else.
It seems like we're not able to.
Right. So then, if that's okay, maybe I might be able to get rid of his untapped thing if we could. I'm not
Cool.
sure.
I would like that quite
I'll
a bit.
go to combat.
Honestly, I would also like that. I regretted playing it as
I might. Do you have any flyers, Sean? No.
No, sir.
I will swing at you for 1 in the air.
I will
On
take one.
attack, I choose a counter on a permanent I control, which I will choose in everything on this Urza's power plant, and I will put a counter of that type over here on my Dark Depths. So now my Dark Depths has an everything counter I can tap for mana. And then we'll go to damage, boop, and then I will go to second main phase.
I'm just gonna put my stacks pieces to the side.
That's crazy. There's a whole.
Yeah,
lane
there's
for
a
them.
whole lane.
Feels bad, but maybe we'll go 3, 4, 5. 2 of it being green. I tap that for a green since it's got everything.
Ooh, actually, you could not attack with that. It is detained.
Oh,
That is
Ooh.
awkward.
that is. So that will go and that will go. So no attacks there. I'll tap for 3 and 2 green, and Finality of Devastation. X equals 3. Is that okay?
Yep,
Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
perfectly fine.
Alright, I'm just trying to get my stuff back on here, so I think what we will grab is a...
I don't know what Finale of Devastation does.
It's a tutor of some kind. It does something or other.
Yeah, I can search my library and graveyard for creature with mana cost extra less, X is 3, so I'm gonna search for
You
this.
should have just read the fucking card on screen.
Right,
Oh,
okay.
oh yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Okay.
It's literally
side,
right there.
Makes
Ooh,
sense.
you're one short. I'm gonna play right now, right?
No, it comes out to the battlefield.
Oh, oh.
No,
okay.
yeah, it'd be a pretty awful tutor if you have to pay the mana it
I
costs
thought
to
it
get
was
in your
like
hand.
if X is something or greater, it comes out right away.
No, if X is something great, it does bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If X is 10 or greater, then they get way bigger and
I'm
gain
telling you guys,
tokens.
just read it on screen. I
Oh.
don't understand
So when
what
this
the issue is here.
ETBs, I have a trigger. With that trigger, I'm gonna choose to blow up the thing that is preventing me from
Untapping?
untapping. I think it's called. I forget what it's called, but yeah, that's the one.
That one. It's
Uh,
on screen, guys. I don't understand.
I can't see
how.
very well, but that's all my tricks. Pastor.
All right. Thank you very much.
I don't.
Now I can
I'm gonna
do my
regret that.
untaps.
I have a feeling I'm gonna regret it. Would you like to cut me, Sean? But kind of shut me down there.
Oh,
Making great
just
creatures.
a lot. Just a
Just
lot.
a lot.
I apologize.
Yeah, just a lot.
They should make a mat like this, but for like bullshit text. So like you would have a little column where it's like the bullshit cards.
You still have no flyers.
I do not. No.
2 in the air. When Brago hits you, I'll blink. I will not blink Lavinia of the 10, so I will
Okay.
not detain your permanents.
You could.
Hopefully you can attack Sean. Brago himself will blink. He'll still
Goes
enter
untapped.
tapped. Yep.
I'll say just for the sake of anything past the next game action is when your like time limit to fix it ends.
Yep. And then honestly, I might just go to end step and I'll blink Brago again, getting another counter, and I will pass the turn. So what happens when a second land comes down? Does it go back to the hand?
Yeah,
One
it's
of them
turn one.
goes back to hand. Yes.
Okay.
So if you were missing a land drop, you could sack your muted landscape, put a land in your hand, and then you couldn't play it because that would be your third land per turn, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, if I use one of them on Phil's turn, one of them would hit the battlefield. The other one would come to
That
the
one.
hand.
So I will tap 5 untapped artifacts I control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just transform it.
Like we're all just immediately like, alright, let's make sure this shit is up to snuff.
I'll go into an artifact land. Whenever I cast an artifact or a creature using that mana, it's only can tap for a white though. And I get one of these guys where it's power toughness equal to artifacts I control.
Is this one itself power and toughness equal to artifact?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did not know that.
I thought it was just one.
I also thought it was just
I
one.
said it on screen. They know. When it enters, I get a gnome. Power toughness equal to the number of artifacts I control.
The people
okay.
know.
We'll watch it back.
Okay.
I thought it was a gnome.
Then I'll tap
It's a
for
big
1,
gnome.
2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
Big ol' gnome.
Evolved into it.
4. I'll tap for 4 for Storm the Vault. Whenever one or more creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, I create a treasure token.
That is a really good card.
End step, if I have 5 more artifacts, it transforms as well.
Uh-oh.
Transforms into that land that taps for blue equal to the amount of artifacts, you know, that band one.
Yeah, that checks out.
I'm gonna tap 2 and I'll attempt to arcane denial that.
That's mighty unfortunate.
But you get to draw 2 cards on your
It's
upkeep.
true.
On the next upkeep.
And on cast, before that actually counters, I will draw a card because of Wave Break Hippocamp.
All right, Sean, I'm gonna swing at you for a lot of damage.
Why?
Oh, but it's not an artifact creature. That's a fort. Yep, it's just gonna be a lot of damage.
The number.
I would love the number
Oh, okay.
actually as
1,
well.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Surprise!
7
Yeah, a
first
lot of
strike.
damage.
7 first strike.
I'll jump it with this Moonblessed Cleric because it's worn out its welcome. Unless I could blink it, which I cannot.
Okay.
If it was on my battlefield, I could blink it.
The things and places you'll go.
And then I'll pass my turn.
Untap, untap, upkeep. We're gonna move up a counter so I can cast CMC 2 spells without paying the mana cost. Once each turn, I kind of.
Oh, I dropped 2 cards.
Sounds like you were supposed to do that earlier.
That's fine.
I will tap for 3. 4. Heliod, the Radiant Dawn, 4/4 ETBs. Our turn target enchantment card that isn't a god from my graveyard to my hand.
That's crazy.
And then I can pay 4 to transform it. So this is the
That's
only target
so
I can
messed up.
choose.
So why would you do that?
I'm not casting it though.
Oh, okay.
But on, technically, before I fuck this up, on cast, I will draw a card before it actually enters, and I get the ability. So now I'll enter, I'll get the ability, and then I'm going to pay 2 life and 3 to flip him immediately. I may cast spells as though they had flash. Spells I cast cost 1 less to cast for each card my opponents have drawn this turn. I will just pass my little turn after that. Dude, when you guys start getting milled, that's gonna go crazy.
On tap.
I think you're doing fine.
Halfway through the
Actually,
video,
it's on
not
tap.
1 card milled.
I know it's halfway.
Because that says 30.
What if we're 90% of the way done? The game ends at minute 34.
You know what? That's a good point.
Flooded Strand.
I guess they'll know if they just
Yes.
tap their screen.
Yeah, they'll know.
They'll know.
You
They
don't.
just tap their
turn.
I have a lot of. It kind of does ruin it. I try not to click it, but you ever be watching a video whether it's like a tournament or like best 2 out of 3, and then it'll be all like game 2, and you'll look at the YouTube time. There's like 50 seconds
Right.
left, and you're like, I wonder if it's
Yeah.
going to a game
You're like,
3.
oh no.
Like, stay tuned. You never know what's gonna happen.
If it's okay, I would like to go to swingies. I would like to swing 1 in the air at Sean.
What?
And on an attack, I get to put a counter on something, so I'm going to put an everything counter from my power plant onto my Dark Depths,
Okay.
since it doesn't have one, and then you can go to blocks if you choose.
No blocks.
Alright, go to damage.
Take 1.
Second main phase.
This is where things are gonna start getting dirty.
That's what you'd like to think.
I actually wouldn't like to think that. I would hope not.
Guess we'll see.
I guess we shall see. There's a
Do you
lot
have
of
any
open
input
mana.
on the on the matter?
There's a lot.
You always
of
need a
open-
neutral
So
party.
I'm gonna tap this guy for 3 mana because I have 3 allies. There'll be 3 blue. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Expropriate 9.
It is.
Omniscience.
Not in that deck.
Is that 9?
It is. Not in that deck.
So I think with that.
As far as I know. It's been a week and a half since I've seen it.
And this might not be the play, but we're gonna try to Finale of Devastation where X equals 7.
Which is
Or Revelation. Finale of Revelation. Draw 7.
Lose a life, lose a life.
Draw 7 draw X cards, X equals 7. If X is 10 or more, instead shuffle your graveyard in your library, draw X cards, on tap up to 5 lands, and I have no max mana size for the rest of the game. Exile Finale of Revelation.
Oh.
He's gonna draw
Draw
7
7.
cards.
7 cards.
His spells are 7 cheaper.
I only have 1 mana. Unfortunately.
I guess I'll just do this now. In response, I'll flash out an Archivist of Agma. Nice. Under tap.
I'll get a life.
Is this good to resolve?
You're all good?
Go
I'll
ahead.
draw 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I will go to end step.
In response to your end step, I will pay a blue to flash out my Rhystic Study. On cast, I will draw a card. That's cool.
I'll crack my Myriad Landscape now.
Are you doing that in response to the
End step, whenever. Just around here, I'll crack the Myriad Landscape.
I might
Respond to it?
Stifling that is crazy.
I might give you an offer you can't refuse on the Rhystic.
Oh, that'd be
Should I take that?
You see it under my chair? I think I dropped a card.
I will
I can't quite see it.
I
accept.
think it's an important decision.
I don't think you can
Oh,
refuse
they're
it. I
not
think that's the
that on
point.
screen.
Oh wait, what? What's happening?
I think I dropped a card, but I can't see it.
it's under
You
your
So,
think
so
you
wait for your answer.
Oh, I see it.
This. Okay.
Well, let's see. It's an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
So
you
I can't refuse it. So I will accept that.
But you get 2
I will
treasures.
counter, and I will get 2 treasures. Yippee! Didn't want to risk study. 2 treasures is just as good. And then I guess since we're still on the end, so we'll get another out of priority moving your end step. If you don't want to do anything, I will have a response.
Yeah, you're good.
It will be to sack the 2 treasures, and since you cast or drew 7 cards, this will cost 4 less. I'm gonna cast a Sun Titan.
Go.
EDBs, I'll grab an enchantment from my graveyard and I'll put it on the battlefield.
Sorry, guys, I tried.
And then just for
Alright.
fun, I'll cast a Talisman.
Then I'll go to cleanup and discard Wood Foothills. I'm good.
So it all works out.
I guess in a way.
Something like that.
I'll play an island per turn. I'll tap 7.
We're a proxy friendly group here. This is the proxy of a really ace card.
For an
We're
Agent
not-
of Treachery.
Oh.
I will take your heuristic study.
So are you paying 1 on cast first?
Why do I have to pay 1 on cast?
For heuristic study.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Thing you want to take. I will draw a card. Shit. So
Mr. No Mana.
ETB, you will target my heuristic study.
I will target your heuristic study. Just let it happen.
He did do that.
Okay.
He
Just let it happen.
Just want to make sure that's all you're doing, because that will come in tapped. It will be
Ooh.
alive. Awkward! Okay, so also, he's gonna keep doing that. Just, like,
Why would I keep doing that? I can only take control of heuristic study once.
Oh, true. Yes, I think we understand it.
oh, I also, when I cast a spell on your turn, should have drew a card.
Ooh.
So I will lose a life for that. And that could have been the most important card, so you will take Heuristic Study.
It's better in my hands.
Alright, guys, now that Heuristic Study's not in my control, I hate that
I
card.
tried to get rid of it, but no, you just had to bring it back.
You did do that. It's all you.
I'm for it.
Still no flyers over there, Sean?
Are you really gonna screw me twice?
I
two
gotta hit you.
damages.
2 damage isn't really gonna screw you.
Dude, I'm gonna lose because of it.
Well, we'll see if that happens. 2 damage.
I'll take 2. I will mark up 4 commander damage. I did it the first time.
What, does that count as missing something
Yeah,
then?
bro.
No. Keeping track of a thing is a little bit different.
Brago will hit. I'll start my blinks. I'll blink these 3
Brad, we can hit
creatures.
any day.
So detaining is coming down again. 3 creatures were exiled. Agent of Treachery hits the battlefield. I'll gain control of
Almost.
this one. The one that where opponent's creatures enter tapped. Yeah, I'd like that one.
Okay,
so
you-
my stuff stops doing that.
You can have it.
So then detaining comes down. I gain control of that. I will move to my end step. Soul Herder will blink. Agent of Treachery will now enter untapped. I'll gain control of As Foretold.
Okay, so everything of mine seems a little bit crazy.
See, but you have
Everything
all of
of
the
mine-
best things.
Aswordle is not the best.
It's
thing.
gonna do quite a bit for me.
I think it's gonna scary.
Does it keep its counters? It should. Never leaves the battlefield.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I guess I was just doing it so I didn't
yeah,
have to
yeah,
do a
yeah.
balancing act of it. But yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
That is unfort.
I didn't think it was that bad. And then with that, I'll pass my turn.
You only
At
do
the end of your
one card,
turn, I
correct?
might crack
Yes.
my Flooded Strand.
Alright.
Go Brago. Cute little land.
Is that a May ability?
The what?
Ogma.
Oh no, but it just
So you will
happened.
lose a life.
It just happened. No other game state action
I
has
guess.
happened.
I
Thank
gave
you
a
for
good
the
amount of
gentle
time
reminder.
that it was obvious
You
that
said the next game action.
You were not gonna do it.
I was waiting. I was mentally ready.
You were waiting, plotting. So like,
What
he's-
are we gonna do?
So he's
Yeah,
like,
what are we gonna do about
take-
Sean? So
He's like
Yeah.
taking our stuff. That's not
Okay.
very cool.
Cut, sir.
I'm going to
I
tap.
could do something, but the recording time would not be very happy with it.
I'm gonna tap for 2. No, we were gonna tap for 1. And we're gonna cast a Thought Monitor.
we'll enter tap.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, awesome. I'm going to.
Are you gonna pay the 1?
That actually was a mistrigger, so you would lose a life.
It's the same as my other trigger. Well, no, that's a cast ETB trigger. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Get him.
Cut,
Get him
throw.
comments. Get him comments.
Throw.
I
I
will
need to stop talking.
pay the 1.
Oh, you don't gotta do all that.
I'm gonna.
You pay your taxes. We just treat Ristic Study as all spells cost 1 more. Won't be a problem.
Play an islands.
Yeah, honestly.
Then I'm going to tap for 4. cast Padine. Use my artifacts hexproof. And then if I have the highest CMC artifacts at my upkeep, I draw a card. I'll go to combat and.
You're still gonna swing at me?
I hope so. Wait, what can you attack with though?
5 or 4 or 5. Yeah, shit.
I was just asking.
It does
I was
deal. You
curious.
could hit his guy.
Oh, it only has 3 toughness?
Yep.
It does.
Hooray! Oh,
really
but
good.
you get those stuff back?
No,
Oh!
they're just his.
I guess that's
Even
the
leaves and goes home with him.
Real. I can't forever. This nice for 6
Forever.
study.
Auntie.
It's mine.
Yeah.
point. But I guess if you're willing to not kill my guy,
That wasn't. Probably couldn't. Oh, Alibu?
yeah,
We chilling.
you're not gonna kill him.
I have a 4/6, so they just bounce off.
Okay, I'll swing a 4/5 at Sean.
Declared attackers.
Yes.
I will block with a 4/6.
Okay, and then I'm gonna deal 1.
I guess technically you should have done the trigger on attack before I declared my blocker.
Awesome. I'll deal 4 damage. 5 damage, actually.
Sorry.
You didn't really need to do all that.
I felt like it was gonna be necessary.
Probably greatly.
Though Lavinia the 10th could have also been a valid target. I'll pass.
We are
Another
going
scary
to
target.
untap.
Choose a little 4/4 with protection from red. Not that scary.
Uh,
Just an ETB ability. How's it gonna happen again?
Yeah.
She's already on the
She's
battlefield.
already on the battlefield.
I'm not even a target
Not
if
like
I
she
wanted
wants to
to.
come back.
My upkeep will not have any triggers anymore. Thank you, Jerome.
You're welcome.
That's what we like to see. Oh, I can attack. Actually, that's a thing that I can do. And I
Really?
think we are going to. Who has... You can kill my stuff. You can kill my stuff. You can kill my stuff if you blocked with everything. I will just swing at Tony with a 6/6. On attack, I will get something from there into my hand. And or on the battlefield, and I think it has to be this Moonblessed Cleric. I will target it at least. That's good. It'll go onto the battlefield. I will search my library
It'll
for
enter the
enchantment.
battlefield tapped.
Oh, that's true. I will lose a life. I'll find a copy enchantment, put it in my hand, and then, or put it on top of my library, and then move to blockers.
I cannot block, so I have to take 6.
Oh, you can.
All my stuff is detained.
Oh,
blocking
you're
is part of
right.
that, yeah.
Okay.
And
No kidding.
let's go on top.
So your 1 valid blocker
I'll
is
pass
tapped.
turn.
Alright.
I have 2 valid blockers.
What is this guy's CMC?
4.
So he couldn't have blocked, is
Four
what I'm
less.
hearing.
Oh, he could not.
Oh,
He could not.
Ooh, yeah, you're gonna have to do something about that.
I will take. I just would have blocked it, I guess.
Yeah.
Or I would have chumped it with. I wouldn't have chumped it, so I would have just taken 4. But I did lose the extra life for not being able to block. I thought it was 3 or less. I really did.
It's 4 or less.
Should have read the screen.
Drop. My stuff is
Real.
still detained.
Sorry
So,
about that. You're
I
an
think-
unintended casualty.
That's alright. It's alright. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, my
I
man.
don't feel like it's unintended at all.
Um,
Well, it's not intended for him. It's
Shifting woodland as. Actually, we're gonna take that back. Is that a life?
It is a life or
That's
take
a
backs.
life. We're gonna take that back. So I think what we'll do instead is tap this for 2 green, and
That'd be an interesting game where you could pay life. Like if we mapped out like what take backs could be what, and then you can
It's
pay
based on the
life to take
severity,
it
yeah.
back. Yeah.
based on how serious it is, you gotta pay 10 life.
Exactly, because you can probably also use it to your advantage as well. Be like, I wonder what he has in his hand. I'll cast this spell. I'll counter it. I'll just take it back then.
Take it on back.
I'll
see.
do it for the balance of like cards.
So
If,
I
like,
will.
too powerful of a card to pay like extra life or
Right.
soul ring.
I guess it'd
Yeah,
have
like-
to. Yeah. No one
I
has
am
a
not
soul ring
Kings.
yet.
No,
I
no.
like
no.
that.
For X equaling 3, I would like to try to cast this Nightly as Intervention, and I will choose searching my library for up to X land cards, revealing them and putting them in my hand, then shuffle.
Would you like to pay the 1?
Yes. I would.
Respectable.
I like this.
I would. So I will search for 3 land cards, put them
Like,
into
I
my
have 2 other cards in my
hand,
hand. I didn't know they were. They're right here.
and then I'll have to discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll have to discard 3 cards.
When you tutor, I'll gain 1 and draw a card.
Oh man, you're taking me to Value Town, baby.
Oh yeah.
So I will discard these 3 cards after I tutor my 3 lands. The 3 lands I tutor will be a Cloud Post and then some Tron. The other 2 pieces of Tron will be my 3 lands.
Then you're discarding because that's what the card says, or are you moving it instead?
Oh, I was trying to move to end step.
Okay, so before you move to end step, I got a couple things I want to do. So he might fuck me.
Or I guess before I move to NSEP.
Gross. I would never.
Before I got to NSEP, I'll play this Cloud Post as land for turn.
So I will attempt to cast a Talisman of Progress.
Wasn't that already out?
That was already out.
Was it? Did I just pick it up?
Yes.
Apparently I picked
Ooh.
I don't. I could not have physical. I could not have actually.
You tried to cast a
it
card you couldn't cast. That sounds
That's
like a
crazy.
mistake.
up. Okay, even though there was no way it was possible for
Yeah,
me
that's
to
the
do
point
that.
of like mistakes. You do something you're not supposed to.
I will tap 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, because Tony has drawn 2 cards, and I will cast
Have
a.
I draw? No, I didn't draw 2 cards.
Why did I think you drew an extra one? Oh,
I
because
only
he drew one, so it'll cost
I did draw
1 more. And
Did
then,
he draw one? Oh,
yeah.
true.
So in my mind, I was putting them together.
You're
which I
right,
shouldn't
you're
have.
right.
So then I will cast a Farewell.
Will you pay the 1?
I will not pay the 1. I will take the Farewell back. Because I think I want to tap for 1 blue to cast Sphinx's Tutelage. When I draw a card, target opponent puts the top mills 2, but that really weird way. I will not pay for Smothering Tide.
Heuristic Study?
Heuristic Study, still holding priority. I will then attempt to tap this, losing a life, using that for 2 blue, to cast a Dream Tides, which is the one that your things don't untap, and then still holding priority to that, I'm gonna Farewell.
Are you gonna pay the 1 for
attempting
this?
to choose all modes. I did not. And then I don't know if you still kept that.
I kept the
card.
Farewell card, that's why I
Okay.
did not draw one for Sphinx's Tutelage.
Okay.
So I will draw one
So
for
I
this
guess
one and then draw one for
technically-
Farewell.
I guess this is, I'll take 2 mess ups. Because you are drawing cards, my spells will become increasingly cheaper. So I would not have had to have paid, I still would have had to pay 2, but I only would have had to pay 3 for Farewell, because now you've drawn 3 cards, correct?
Yeah, sounds right.
So I will do it like that, but I did take 2 life for the takebacks.
So then I draw a card for Farewell.
I will pay now that I can.
Okay.
Well, I guess you said you already kept
Well,
the
yeah,
card
but
for
that
Farewell.
I drew that instead for Sphinx's Tutelage because you did not pay for that one.
So I will pay for Farewell.
Okay.
And then I did miss my trigger to draw a card from Wave Break Hippocamp, so I will do that now. And then
Targets.
Well, I have to. It's on resolution that I choose the modes. Correct.
I'm not sure. I think you can choose them on cast.
I would assume so as well.
We'll
Just like
find-
targeted instant
We'll find
sorcerers.
out
Yeah.
after this short commercial break.
How's it going, Wingding fam? Hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. You better not skip ahead. I know you want to so bad, but don't do it. I'm only gonna be talking for like 5 minutes, and half of it's gonna be complimenting you. It's your boy Wings coming at you directly to thank every single one of you. Not only the people who can hear my voice right now, but all of the people who've been leaving likes, comments, interactions, shares on all of my videos. Thank all of you, every part of the Wingdings community. Thank you. And it's only just the beginning. We're gonna keep getting bigger and better. And notice I said we there, because you're in this too. Anyone who watches, likes, subs, follows, you're all part of the Wingding family. So when I say we're gonna go straight to the top, I mean we. All of us together. We're all one big family now. I know Prof was the first Magic channel to hit 1 million views. I'm not Joku when I tell you I want to be number 2. And naturally the best way to help us get there is by subscribing, liking, all that algorithm stuff. You already know what to do. But for anyone who's trying to give a little bit more, I have something really cool to show you. We're introducing something simply called the token tier. Now, what is the token tier, you might ask? I'm glad you asked. Now, I've always disliked a lot of the Patreon tiers and stuff like that. Normally, it's like, hey, you give us $5 a month, we put your name on screen for 10 seconds. Worth every cent, huh? Pretty boring. That's why we're taking it up a notch. If you become a part of the token tier, you'll get your own personal custom token that we'll use throughout all of our games. So if you wanted to be a zombie token, whenever we needed a zombie token, you would have your own custom token with your name on it on screen. You won't just be another name quickly flashed up on screen. You'll be a contributing part of the game. You'll be on board with all of us. But wait, there's more. The token tier also comes with exclusive content, and that content can range from blooper reels to me complaining about magic drama, or me talking about things Wizards is doing that I'm not very fond of. Talking about things I might not normally want to talk about, or saying things I might not normally want to say on normal TikTok or YouTube shorts. If you want to be part of the token tier and help support this channel, all you have to do is either go to Patreon or just become a member right here on YouTube. It's only a $5 membership and it'd help me out a ton. And lastly, I want to thank Jank Mats again. I really want you guys all to check him out. out. They do such good work. Literally ever since I've been using Jank mats as mats, I've been getting so many compliments left and right. People love them much more than my fucking old mats ever got. They're super affordable. They look amazing. The colors pop. And if you think they won't have a mat for you, they have a custom mat builder, so I guarantee they do. Use my link in the description or use my discount code to get 10% off and another way to help this channel. Now, what is that discount code? You'll have to wait till the end of the video to find out. Let's get back in it.
Now we're back from this break. I will be choosing all modes on Farewell, and since I did not choose it on Cast, I will lose a life. Oh no.
I got no response.
No responses.
No responses.
No responses.
I'm gonna not respond.
No responses. Looks like Farewell goes off. So, everything gone.
All targets.
I will put Omo back in the zone.
Brago will go to the command zone.
My
These
commander
are
will also go to the command.
your cards.
These will be in exile.
And
My lands will go away.
Then we'll go back in the
Oh,
command
man.
zone.
So that just happened.
And then I will have Sphinx's Tutelage will enter, and then Dreamtides will enter. Might not be in that exact order, doesn't really matter. Then I'll pass after that.
sheesh. I think that was on my turn, so it actually goes to
Yep.
Jade's turn.
My upkeep.
Yeah.
I'll draw a card.
It's not your turn.
Play a
Did I
land
say
for
pass?
Yeah.
That's like
Might
the
as well have
biggest.
been your turn.
That's like the biggest asshole thing in the world is when you genuinely are like, "Oh, pass turn," because you've been doing so much at a time.
Somebody else's turn. Yeah.
Pass turn.
I'll tap 2 for a Wall of Omens. So when it enters the battlefield, I'll draw a
Ooh,
card.
he's rebuilding.
I will
I need card draw.
tap 2 for a Lightning Greaves. And I'll just tap 4. And I'll toss down the Stonehorn Dignitary. I will choose your next combat.
You look really offended, as if you were gonna swing at someone.
I might have been able to.
Then I will pay 0 to attach Lightning Greaves to Stonehorn, and I'll swing at you for 1 damage, Sean.
I'll take one.
And pass.
I have to pay
Alright.
2 to untap it now.
Darn. The next time I wanted to swing with it,
Play planes.
out the window.
Yeah.
I will tap for 3. And play Silas Run.
The other commander makes an appearance.
And I'll tap for 2. I'll play Guild Artisan. So my commanders have, whenever they attack, whenever they attack a player, if no opponent has more life than that player, I create 2 treasures. I will pass after that.
I don't like the sound of that.
Untap. Good card.
I hope not.
I will tap for 4. I will lose a life. I will have you mill 2.
After that gentle reminder.
Yeah, it's the cringe way that they share a color type.
Yeah.
And they do both share a color type. I will tap 4 for a core cartographer. ETB, search for a plane, put on the battlefield, and then I'm gonna pass after that.
I wouldn't mind running into my core cartographer.
I wouldn't mind if you did.
Keep some of these non-countered lands together.
I hope you win just by consistently getting the counters off your dark depths.
I might have to resort to that.
You haven't paid for any of them yet.
We're still remarkably high life totals for us. I guess the stacks help with that, but like for us, 'cause that's why I said no life gain decks at the beginning, was that to offset the consistent, like it wouldn't be fair to gain 2 life every upkeep. Hasn't really come into play that much.
I will.
You gotta keep in mind, if you didn't gain all the life from the creatures entering, you'd be very
Oh,
low
actually,
right
I
now.
would be very low. You are correct.
You did gain quite a bit of life.
I will pay 5 and try to cast Homo. Is that okay?
Yep. Fine with me.
On ETB, I will put a counter here and a counter on my basilisk gate. So now those are everything. I would also like to. I don't think I've played a land for a turn yet, so I will play this here.
If he has, the comments will make you lose a life.
That's alright, they can. I don't think I have. I want to play this Urza's Tower.
Oh, there's in the event that we're all in a pod again, any mistakes that they point out will just carry over to the next
You just
game.
start
we will
lower.
start with less
I
life.
like it. I like it. So I will tap this for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will tap that for 5
Oh, too much.
colorless. And then blue, since it has an everything counter, so I think I would like to try to cast a Consecrated Sphinx.
Ooh. I've got no responses.
I also have no responses. That's a good card though.
Oh, very, yeah.
I do have one colorless floating, so I think with that one colorless and maybe 3 more from my Urza's Tower, I will put Talon Gates of Madara from my hand onto the battlefield. And when that ETB's target creature phases out, I think we'll just target Omo. Or no, I don't want to. Yeah, we'll target Omo. Target Omo with the phase out.
Phase out.
And I think I'm good to pass through phases.
Untap. Draw.
I got a trigger. When you draw a card, I may draw 2 cards, and I will do so.
You're welcome to, I
Thank
suppose.
you.
I'll play a Plains per turn. I'll then tap 6 for Brago, King Eternal.
He will come back out.
Any responses to Brago?
No, sir.
I'll move to equip him with Lightning Greaves.
Oh, shit.
2 damage in the air at
I do have a flyer.
you, Sean.
I will take 2. Okay, you might actually kill his commander. Actually, we're pretty far away, but...
Nope, that's another 8 swings. Wouldn't
could
be
happen.
worried about it. I'll blink all of my permanents. You're gonna attack me and get treasures. You are down on
That's a
lands
4/6
though. Fair
flyer.
enough. You are down on lands. I'll have you skip your next combat, Tony.
Partner.
Wall of Omens will enter. I'll draw a card.
I
Here,
will draw 2.
Things is a May, right?
It is May.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Hard for me to mill you out.
See, if you just make a bunch of mistakes, you won't have the highest life total anymore. So it won't have to be 8.
I do my best not
There
to.
you go.
I think with that, we'll go to pass.
I will draw a card.
I will probably.
I should have even looked at it.
Maybe we can draw them out.
Kind of my plan, so...
I will tap 4,
Checks out.
and I will cast Arcbound Crusher. Trample artifact creature. Whenever an artifact comes into play, it gets a 1/1 counter on it. That's a modular 1. And then I'm going to swing 2 action.
Take that, buddy
Does have
boy.
Death Touch.
I will take the 2.
I will
You're
have
dead.
2 treasure
I won't even
tokens.
count them because the other commander's going to be more important
This
for
will
commander
go up
damage.
twice.
Probably.
I'll pay 1 for the Dispeller's Capsule, and I can tap 3 and tap and sack it to destroy an artifact or enchantment. So this will go up by
This
1. I will pass after that.
End your turn. Enlightened Tutor. I don't know what I'm gonna grab.
Oh, if
That's
I had
the
to
worst
guess.
kind of tutor.
What
I don't know.
what do you
I
think?
see a smothering in
Probably
our
like a
future.
smothering type.
Well, I need card draw, my dude. I have 1 card. I need card draw. So if I grab Smothering
Really?
Tide...
You got a card draw on the board.
Okay, so you guys would need... Well, but if that was not a May about her, I would. But it is a May ability. Oh, actually, I'll grab Double in Pairs, because that's a good card draw. Draw a card.
Pretty good call.
I don't want to grab some protection stuff, but I feel like I might be able to hold off 1 more turn without being too protected, as long as I don't make too many fucking mistakes. So I'll let someone cut. Double in Pairs will go to the top of my library. And I'm gonna untap and go to my upkeep. No upkeep triggers. Draw.
I will draw.
And I will try to get you to mill.
Um,
I don't know how the stacks work.
So I'm not exactly sure how it would work. But
I'm
I
just
think-
gonna choose you to make this so much simpler. So I'll tap 4 as much as I've left to cast my commander. 4 Trouble in Pairs. If an opponent would begin an extra turn, that player skips their turn instead.
Counterspell.
No!
Whoa.
Now you have a counter spell?
Yeah, we don't let that slide.
But why? Poor K.
Okay.
Because if he's getting all the card advantage, I don't want you to have it too.
I like
That's
that.
fair.
Who else has a cool enchantment? I think I pay 4 for my commander. I'll choose enchantments when it ETBs and then I'll pass. That hurt. That hurt a lot.
I will go to
My feelings hurt a lot.
For
After
what?
that farewell,
It
my
was-
feelings hurt a lot.
I think it was the worst on him.
My feelings hurt a
I'm
lot.
sorry.
It was probably the
I'm an empath. I feel his pain too.
Alright, so I will untap. I don't believe I have any upkeep triggers, right? None of my stuff's tapped.
You'll
so-
phase in.
Alright, I will draw a card.
You will phase in. Although phase in happens before.
Right. Before I'm tap even. Yep.
It's kind of weird because I know there's some weird thing that you can do. Like Defurious Protection, you cast Stasis, that skips everyone's on tap. Just nothing of yours ever comes in again.
Play Urza's Mine as land for turn.
But isn't stasis cumulative upkeep?
I think so.
It would just go away the following
I-
turn.
Okay, shut up.
So let's see, I will tap my Cloud Post for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right,
Mana.
That's gonna be in frame.
I will tap this
Maybe I should get us like recliners.
for a green. So for 4 and a green, I will
play.
tap this or play this Great Bow Doyen. So he's a 2/4. Other archer creatures I control get +1/+1. Whenever an archer I control deals damage to a player, that archer deals that much damage to that creature's controller. And then going further, I think I would try to shoot. I don't really what we want to do.
Do what you feel.
Do what I
Is it the fight one?
No.
In your heart of hearts, what feels right to you.
Yeah. Do what you think the commenters will want you to do.
Probably do whatever the opposite of what you think the commenters would want you to do. Because they probably want you to do something stupid.
That is fair.
No offense, commenters.
Oh yeah, all offense commenters.
Oh, the people who view are just they're cool. The people who comment, fuck those guys.
They're rough,
Real.
right?
I say guys, even though there could be a lot of females. Although I think Magic's fan base is like 90%.
Male, yeah.
Yeah,
I would,
male.
I would assume probably even a little more than 90.
Yeah, I'd go more than 90.
99%.
Probably 96 maybe.
Well, I mean, if you like to play Magic and you are a female, you're a content creator, right? That's kind of how it goes.
Definitely have an in.
Yeah.
So I'll tap for 7, 8,
Like if I literally
Right.
just wrote all the scripts for all my videos, but had like
10, 11.
Casey do it, I'd probably be rolling in cash by now. Why are you tapping? so much?
11.
Oh, you're gonna remove 3 counters from Dark Depths, right?
Not quite.
Ooh,
So I will
pay
try
one more to make it 12.
Doppelgang where X equals 3. Is all.
In me, that is what?
Sounds
For
good.
each of
Oh.
X target permanents,
That better
create
not be
X
a screen.
tokens that are copies.
Oh,
So you're not going to create like 3 more consecrated sphinxes, are you?
Probably not consecrated
I think
sphinx.
if you made Sphinxes too, you can mill us out pretty fucking quickly. Mm.
So if that's cool, I do have to choose targets on cast, I do believe. So my targets will be Cloud Post, Sphinx's Tutelage, and then I do believe, how about this, Great Bow Doyen. Or actually, a third target might be different. Maybe we will target that Stonehorn Dignitary there.
Ooh.
I like
I'm
that.
not a fan of
I
that.
like that.
See, why'd you make me counter your thing?
It wasn't. Isn't I? It would have. I have 1 card in my hand. I would be at like 3.
So
I feel like it
if
could have been
that's
okay.
okay to resolve, can I make 3 Sphinx Tutelages, 3 Cloud Posts, and
Responses.
No
3
responses.
Stonehorn Dignitaries?
You've got 2 mana.
Oh, you make 3 of each of those things?
Yes.
That's crazy.
That's
Yes.
3 combats that are going to be skipped. Hopefully not all 3 mine.
No, I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah. 1 of
appreciate
each,
it.
probably, because
One
my
of each
combats are
would probably
very.
be fair.
My combats are very important to me.
3
Yeah,
Sphinx's
super.
Tutelage is going
so-
to make this a problem.
I will.
Yeah, I think we're gonna
Let's
get
see.
milled
I-
out pretty quickly.
I don't have any infinite tokens, unfortunately.
Oh no.
They should sponsor your channel.
They
though.
should sponsor.
They
That's
should.
right.
So these 3 tokens will represent 3 Cloud Posts. Those all enter the battlefield tap. And these will represent 3 Sphinx's Tutelages, since I was not quite prepared. And then...
Yeah, you didn't bring 3 of your own things.
You're right.
I thought we came prepared to these things, but
I need to get some copy tokens. These will
Yeah, if you
be
play a copy
3
deck,
Stonehorn
you
Dignitaries.
need a copy of every card in existence.
So I think
Multiple.
with the ETB triggers, I will target you for 1 of them, and then you for 2 of them. I'm sorry, Jay.
Oh.
The mill?
No, the
No, he's not milling you.
Stonehorn.
Oh,
You've got a combat, I've got 2 combats missed, so
Not
you'll be okay.
And then I can attack since somebody skipped my combat, so I would like to go to second main phase
Fair enough.
and pass through phases, going to end step if that's okay. I gotta discard.
So
some
what are the
cards.
chances he just messes up 28 times before we're all milled out? Everyone watches board like a fucking hawk.
I think you guys are gonna be just fine.
If there's a farewell right here, maybe.
I think so. So I think I will discard this Dryad, Simic, and Curious Altasaur. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright, I'll go to draw a card.
When you draw a card, I think I get a trigger.
You certainly
So-
do. It's a May ability, you don't have to.
Yeah.
I
you don't have to.
I'm gonna draw 2 cards.
Alright.
But then that's gonna give me
6 Sphinx Tutelage triggers.
Yes. So I guess we should play for keeps, right?
Just target 1 person.
Mill the mill player, get him out of here.
I do.
Okay, calm down. I'm helping you.
I almost feel like I'll target you, Jay,
All of them?
with all 6.
Oh.
6. I hope
Alright.
it's not.
So that's 1 done. 2 done. 3 done. 4 done. Getting kind of lucky here.
You're doing great.
5 done.
Okay. Long as you
6 done.
As long as you didn't need any of those cards.
I'm sure I could have used them, but it's alright.
Me drawing a card when someone drew their second was just the worst thing in the fucking
At
world.
the time, it was a lot. I didn't even know that was a card that existed. Doppelganger. Never seen that
In
before.
his case, it
I still
doesn't.
have never seen it before.
Murders in Parlot Manor.
Now, who
It's
thinks it'd
literally
be-
on screen.
No.
You've seen it before.
Now, who thinks it'd be funny to windfall right now?
I
I
would
like
think
that.
that'd be hilarious.
I like
Oh yeah, no, that'd be.
I do have a pretty copy of Doppelgang. It's in a stack of
Oh,
cards. In a
just-
stack of cards. In a stack of cards. It's like a $1 card. If that.
Well, I can get rid of one of the 3. Sphinx's tutelage.
Oh, I.
Getting rid of
And it'll probably be Sean's that I'll get rid of.
Fair enough. No more copies.
To get rid of anything, the Sphinx itself solve a lot of issues.
That would.
I can't do that.
Get a better
you got
fucking
that.
get a better like disc or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, well.
See, now I'm scared to draw cards because that's 6 more Sphinx's tutelage triggers.
I think we gotta find answers though before.
Yeah, and I mean that would come
I think
first.
you guys are doing great.
So I have one card in my hand, so I cannot do anything unless I draw into. I cannot do anything.
You're
Okay.
gonna do great.
I'll tap 4 for a Glenalendra Archmage. Tap 1 sack it, counter target non-creature spell
That's not the worst.
with
We're getting
persist.
somewhere.
Then, yeah, I think I've got to do this. 5 for a Venser, the Sojourner, Planeswalker. It's +2, can blink something. It's -1, makes things unblockable. And it's -8 when you cast a spell, exile something. I will.
You can draw a card, or you can skip Tony Stark's combat.
I was gonna +2 to blink Stonehorn Dignitary. It'll return on the next end
Great
step.
minds think alike.
I like it.
On the next end step, it'll hit the battlefield, and your next combat will be
No
skipped.
mas. That's fair.
And then that's a pass.
Should I just do this on upkeep? Getting rid of one.
Your thing doesn't untap unless you could do.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god!
Whoops.
I guess it doesn't backhand attack anyway. But should I do this
Oh
on
yeah, I guess.
upkeep? to
Honestly,
get rid of one of
probably
them?
before you draw the card, so it's
Yeah.
less triggers. Even though they're probably gonna be me.
I will sack this to destroy one of them.
Should blow up one of the Sphinx's tutelages?
Correct.
Alright. That happens.
Peregrine Drake is in the graveyard. That's a big piece that I.
That is a
Draw.
big piece that
I
you like
will
to have.
draw 2 cards. Which
That's
will give
4 triggers?
4 triggers. Jay, I'm sorry, but I do believe we
Alright.
should stick with 1.
Let's see, that's 1,
Oh yeah, it's
2.
been cool.
3, 4.
Getting lucky that you haven't. Yeah, getting pretty lucky on that.
Sun Titan's also in there, so big piece of recursion. Not there either.
Yeah, so I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, not much. I mean, I have more answers. I've got more things in here that can just totally do it for me.
Alright,
But,
there we go.
like
Um,
Karmic Guide, that comes down. Peregrine Drake comes back. Hit the Muyon Ling and one of my blinkers or a Deep Glow Skate. We could be cooking, you know.
There's so many cards in this
We
game
just
and so
aren't
much
there
mana.
yet.
I was just. That's my turn.
Alright, let's untap and hope we can do something.
So you do have combat available to you now. That was your last skipped combat.
When you draw.
Draw.
W.
I'll draw 2.
Okay, that's
Sphinx's tutelage, you.
Oh,
Was that a miss? You
I
sounded
felt
pretty
like it.
surprised about
I
it.
was surprised. However, no game. I had just drew my cards, so we're gonna mill Tony for 2.
Okay, so will that happen before or after I draw?
When I draw, I guess we both have a trigger to do it. I don't know. I guess because we
It was
both
like
get
non-player priority or something?
That sounds real complicated. Want to flip a coin?
So
I was gonna say, I'll let you call it, brother.
I mean, let's see. Let's try to think this out for like 30 seconds.
It's
So
random. We won't know either
So
way.
you would draw.
I draw.
So then you have trigger.
I have a trigger, and then you have a trigger.
Yep. So I think your trigger would go on the stack first, and then mine.
yours.
So then I would draw.
But don't. Yeah. So
And then your
you'll draw.
Sphinx's triggers would go on. So yours would happen.
There's a good chance that we're still also completely wrong.
It's alright.
Then mill you for 2.
Okay. So then I will mill with a land. Descendants path. So we're good.
All you can do is just.
Now you've got
so
4
much
more.
this turn.
I assume they're coming my way again.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Alright, there's 1. There's 2.
I'll tap for 4.
Or you should have. an
Oh,
extra
Sten's
2.
out.
Oh, yep.
That's cool. Sten's already out.
total.
So I just
3.
Did that first one share a color pair or no?
The first one was
I thought I saw it.
Omen and nope, they do.
So we got
one more.
Lose a life.
Yep, that's all.
That one's good.
So Stenn's already out.
That's a lot of cards gone.
Much for me. So I will tap for 2 for a copy enchantment. I'll tap for 2 for never watching Threshold. For never watching Threshold. Someone attacks me, I draw a card. I'll tap 2 to copy enchantment that.
You don't need more card draw, please. Please.
Someone has to figure out what we're gonna do about him. Someone has to.
You can't win without combat.
Pass to you.
Most
I
probably.
actually think he can.
But he might not.
That is true. There's a chance that he will. I think he has to draw more than we're gonna end up milling. Is another factor into it.
Yeah.
So he won't be able to mill us out unless he can like copy stuff again. In that case, we're fucked. Which he probably has like a regrowth or something in his hand.
So I untapped. I will draw a card.
2 more Sphinxes coming my way.
I
Yes.
was
Sir.
hoping he didn't. That was our shot.
Sorry, I got a cool little card here.
One, it's a land and a Whirler Rogue, and here's a land and a Deadeye.
So
like that.
Like just hit.
Yeah.
hit my funny bone. Wasn't funny. All right, we're good. Whew. I'm gonna tap one of these tokens. My hand's like
Yeah,
numb
I
right
thought
now.
you just like all he saw was.
Did you just tase me?
Like a fucking
All right.
nano snap.
So much mana now.
I'm gonna tap this cloud post. These are copies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will tap for 8 colorless.
That it will.
And then I will tap this for a blue. So I
I
will.
can't wait to go back in
have
the recording to see
and
how
a
many.
blue?
When I had 2 cards in my hand, and he probably had all 7, fucking can make 40 man, and you're like, let's not cop.
He didn't know. He didn't know. So I have
That's
8
fair.
and a blue. So with 2 other colorless and a blue, giving me 6 colorless, I would like to cast a Kite Sail Larcenous. When he ETBs, for each player choose up to 1 other target artifact or creature that player controls for as long as it remains on the battlefield. The chosen permanents become treasure artifacts with sack it, add 1 mana. They become treasures, more or less. Is that okay to resolve?
Yeah.
No responses.
I would like to target Glenn Alendra. I will target Silas, I believe. Or actually, we'll target the other guy. We'll target the other guy. He's scary. And then how about Stenn?
I want to blink him, but I also want to try to have answers, so he'll become treasure.
Okay. So, I believe I had, what was it, 5 colorless yet?
6.
6. Thank you, sir. So with the 6.
I doubt the one will matter, but just in case.
Just in case.
6 and a blue. Overload a Cycrift.
Yeah, no, makes sense. You would have gotten rid of Glenn before that. I've got no responses.
In response.
Oh.
No, it's
Oh,
not great.
Aww. I even put it
I'm gonna sack this Archon Pressure for 1 mana, and then 2 more mana, and then 1 more mana. This will get 4 counters because it has modular, by the way. That's something.
Hey.
I'll cast
Don't imagine it's going to be out very much longer.
War Report. I'm gonna gain life equal to the number of creatures and artifacts on the battlefield.
That is a good amount.
I've got 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures from me.
4 creatures and artifacts.
2 creatures and artifacts.
So 13 from us.
I'll gain 15 life.
That's it.
That was
That's
a
all.
blowout.
All right, Cycrift is all non-land permanents.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you keep your land. Look at you.
I'm glad, I guess. It'd be really fucked up if I didn't.
And then I think for
At least you
my
got a lot of lands out at least, so you might be able
next
to.
trick,
Not stopping whatever he's got going.
I will tap this for a colorless, and this to make 1 green mana. Tap that for another green mana. Tap this for 8. So I will have 7. Using the 2 green to cast an Eternal Witness.
Yeah, one of them was coming. I thought it was regrowth though. No responses again.
None on
Witness,
me.
okay. With Eternal Witness entering the battlefield, I would like to target Doppelgang. Returning Doppelgang from my graveyard to the hand.
Funny.
So I still have 7 colorless.
You know, there's a non-zero chance I can draw into a card that'll just make me go infinite on the spot. There is a non-zero chance of that. There's only one. There's only one card left I can draw that can make me win, but I don't think I'm getting turned, guys.
If we quickly take out the piece of paper that says Doppelgang, we can try to get him for legal deck building.
It's Karmic Guide. Enters the battlefield, return a creature to the battlefield.
I will play
What
a
would that
land
come
for
with?
turn.
I bring back Eldrazi, Displacer, blink it, bring
Bring
back
back
Peregrine.
Peregrine Drake, infinite.
That's mana. With that mana, I can keep blinking Karmic Guide, get my creatures back, and from there we can probably do something.
I was gonna say, what would we?
I can maybe try to draw to find Muon Link Deep Glow Escape. I don't have either of
Take
those.
infinite turns. Although you would be running out of cards pretty quickly.
He would be milling me every time I draw a card. So
Yeah, I think Tony might have this one.
I
So-
don't know a world where I can
Tap
actually
that.
do anything with that.
So that'll be 8, 16, 25, 27.
If I had something to give all creatures haste, I can make infinite tokens and make them all unblockable. But I don't have anything to give them haste.
Then I think
One extra turn on Muon Link could do it though.
what we might try to do. So I have
Trouble in Paris, funny enough, shuts down
27
extra
total.
turns, so.
So I'll
Right,
leave-
if in the event that you were to get that out, it would have been the right thing
Well,
to
I
get.
would have gotten Cycrypt anyway.
One
Oh yeah.
colorless floating, and I will try to doppelgang again.
What's X this time?
X. So I think it'll be 7.
Oh.
So 7 things, you get 7 copies.
7 copies of 7.
So you could you choose the same targets for?
Negative.
But he has 2 Sphinxes too.
So he could get 14 more Sphinx's tutelages, which would maybe just make 7 more consecrated Sphinxes. So on someone's upkeep, the game will probably end.
potentially.
He'd
He'd probably make a handful of eternal witnesses as well. Guess let's see targets.
Yeah, I suppose.
For targets.
No one else has targets for
Get a
you.
lot of combats.
I think what'll be the 2 Sphinx's tutelages, an island.
A ball of dice, so you've got 16 of these total right
I'll
now.
also just give you the Sphinx's
Thanks.
tutelage for the time
So
being.
1,
Or
2,
16 of
3,
these now.
Rejuvenating Springs for 4.
So when he draws a card, someone mills 32.
Cloud Post for 5.
Consecrated Sphinx. Because they are maze. If they weren't, like, so he can basically draw the exact number he needs without dying.
Are you gonna do Sphinx? I imagine, because then my upkeep will probably just win. 16 times 32. You'll be able to mill
Yeah.
400 cards
That's probably enough.
at minimum.
At
And
minimum.
I guess we'll go.
The Sphinx's
Yeah,
tutelage of
we will make a
ability?
Sphinx and then one more. Of
Is what?
my,
The Sphinx's tutelage of May ability? Because maybe
Yeah,
he
no,
won't.
that's the May ability.
Maybe he won't want it.
we'll make another one of these Hydras.
Which is
The
the
Stonehorn Dignity.
Stonehorn.
no one's combating again.
I
Just one of
don't
those.
suspect it matters.
So is Doppelgang good to resolve?
No, if I had a response, I would have fucking responded a long
So
time.
fast.
I wouldn't have started here. I think I'd be actually
maybe after
ups-
the 7th Sphinx's tutelage.
I think I actually would have been upset if someone barely now was like, I guess I'll
Alright,
counter
so
it.
I guess I have
Force
a,
a negation.
Force a negation.
a lot of mana. I'm not sure if it really matters. I think I might just. So I had 7 islands, 7 cloud posts, and 7 more of these Urza things come in. So, or 7 more rejuvenating springs. So I think I would tap 2 of the power plant or 2 of the towers. No, 2 power plants. And 2 of the rejuvenating springs to cast a mana reflection.
Okay.
Okay, so I think the game is
No,
Flex
Speed
on
Prod
him.
about to be crazy.
Flex on him.
And
I
then-
suppose you could T-Prom, but...
You know all the cards in my hand.
And then
Oh yeah, you just got Cycrypted. One of them doesn't... Oh, it's your commander.
So,
one of them has a different sleeve.
I still have.
And the only other card I had was a copy enchantment I drew before the farewell, so I do not have anything in my hand.
I still have 7 untapped islands and a bunch of towers, plus with this mana reflection.
Doesn't matter how you want to kill us.
What I would like to do is activate one of my Sphinx's tutelages, paying a blue, and then tapping one of my towers, and I'll have 1 extra. And then I would like to draw a card, then discard a card.
Mm-hmm.
So I will draw a card and then discard a card, being Tatiova.
16 Sphinx's trigger.
That's not
Yeah.
that many.
So
Yeah, we could survive.
16 of each, right? Or no, 7.
16.
14. Yep. Okay. So shoot, 16. I guess we'll start with you, brother.
Alright, let's see. That wouldn't have been the card to save us. That's 2 lands, so it's 1 down.
I was gonna say,
Karma Guide, there it is. It's 4 down.
Hey.
just for time, do we want to go through everyone or assume you can mill
I was
us
gonna
for
say, I
the
think
amount
I
of
think I can
number?
mill us all.
I'm
because
fairly certain you can just
I
mill us
have
all out.
7 untapped towers, a mine, and a power plant, plus
Alright, I
Mana
would mill out.
reflection.
I don't even have enough cards in my library.
I would also guarantee we all mill out.
Yes, like I
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
On one person's upkeep draw, you're
I
gonna
have
get
4
400
cards.
cards worth of mill.
Right. That's great.
That is a lot.
Because you draw 16 cards. Each 16,
Gets 16 triggers to that.
256 triggers, so 512 cards milled at least.
In response, I guess, I will attempt to channel it to Ganjo. But I can't. Oh, I fucked up.
How can you
And then
channel
I'm
it?
Exactly. And then I'm gonna
Oh.
die to not mill. The Jimmy Wong way. Not dying to mill, but dying to his own terms. Alright,
That's all she
GG's.
wrote.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
good
game.
game.
That was a good game.
I guess I
thoroughly
can win
enjoyed it.
without combat.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Mill
Out-milled the mill deck for what it's worth.
by a long shot.
But since you're the winner, you get to choose the discount code.
Oh.
That camera, that camera, that camera.
Oh.
Probably do that camera.
What should we do?
Whatever
How
you feel the
about
discard code should be.
discount code Doppelgang?
Doppelgang, I like that. Doppelgang, it'll be on screen.
Don't
Put a
misspell
real
it.
picture up.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be, I'd say 10% of people who go down to the discount code, they're just like, fuck, fuck
Is
I'll
it
just-
EL or LE?
Give me $100. Could not spell doppelgang right now. Could not do it.
1P, 2T's.
Thank you all for watching this video. We're gonna have a whole munch. Munch. What was that, Ice Spice? Someone was just like, bitch, I'm a munch. Thank you all for watching. This is gonna be the first of many with a whole lot of different guests, different scenes, different playmats, probably. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Use the discount link code.
This is
I
an
could-
emoji cascade. I thought you were done. Unrelated conversation.
But I like it.
Look,